Hey guys, I'm the Gene here. Extra battery for the win. I was just using my my new camera is the 360 Insta360 1X. Even though my videos aren't 360, I like it because it's due to the fact that it records 360, it records everything. It's incredibly smooth, and when you're editing the videos, it has a futuristic view. Okay, for example, right now I'm looking straight down the road. Okay. And then I'm going to count to 3 and turn my head like all the way to the left or right. And what's going to happen is the camera is going to start to move to the left. I'll look to the left. The camera is going to start to move to the left before my head does. Because when you're processing the video, it knows what direction, because it's 360. So, but then when you process it, you just choose one angle, like forward. And then forward for the camera. So when the camera turns to the left, it doesn't give you a jerky sudden move to the left, but because it knows it's going to move to the left before it actually happens, when you're processing the video, it prepares for it and starts to move the angle to the left before you move your head. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to count to 3 and then look to the left. 1, 2, 3. So when I said 2 or 3, it should have started moving to the left before I actually even moved. And now I'm going to flip my head back to the right because I can't see very well. 1, 2, 3. See? And then again, the angle probably started moving back forward before I even maybe even when I said 1 or before I even said 1, because I did it quickly. Yeah, so that's why the videos are so silky smooth, just like my hair, because the camera actually, the view angle knows where the camera's going to be in the future. Because when I'm recording every view angle, and then when I go to processing, I'm just processing one of them. But since the video's already been recorded at every view angle, it knows which to show. And I think this is a dead end, yeah. And they're doing construction on the left, so I'm just going to turn around. Anyways, so yeah, that's the first thing. Using the 360 camera. So if it's 360, why not I just upload the videos in 360? Because with that, you have to do the whole gimmicky, like, scroll around on the YouTube thing. If you're looking on a computer, you have to use your mouse and click and scroll to look around. If you're watching on a phone, then you have to like move your phone around. And I think most people don't want to do that. Most people just want to like put the video on and sit and watch. They don't want to be clicking and dragging. Or if they're in a restaurant and they're watching the video on their phone, they don't want to be moving their phone around like a madman. Yeah, so that's one topic. Another topic I want to talk about is my new diet. Oh man, if you had told M13 of the past that he'd be making videos about diets in the future. See there, I looked left and right down that road really quickly. So what might have happened was, I'm just guessing from what I've seen in the past, that the view might have kind of just stayed forward. It might have moved a little bit left, a little bit to the right. But meanwhile, my head went 90 degrees left and 90 degrees right to look for traffic. But in the actual video, you would just see a little bit of a move to the left and a little bit of a move to the right, and then straighten out again. Yeah, I'm just randomly riding on these farming roads. I'm very lucky. These roads are pretty much connected to my house. Like, I leave my house, and then if I don't head towards the city, then I'm pretty much instantly in all these little farming back roads, which are great just for, chilling on, just taking the dog for a walk and having a little bit of a ride with no traffic. Yeah, that's kind of interesting to the left there. That structure is new. Let's head further out. Oh yeah, so yeah, if you had told old me I'd be talking about diets in the future, I wouldn't have believed you. So what I've been doing for a few weeks now, maybe 2-3 weeks, probably 2 weeks, is the OMAD diet, OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. And it's pretty much the same as intermittent fasting, but with intermittent fasting, and this is the absolute least you should be doing as a human being. is intermittent fasting is where you just eat for like 6 hours a day, like from noon to 6, which pretty much just means you eat, did I say pretty much just means more than once then? If I did, I apologize. It means that, I almost said it again. It means you eat lunch and dinner, really. It just means skip breakfast. But it means a bit more than that. Here's an interesting fact. The average American eats 21 times per day. And of course, everyone who hears that is going to say, no, I don't. That doesn't sound right. And I don't blame you, because that's the same thing I would have thought too. So I shouldn't have used the condescending tone of voice just then, because I agree with you. That doesn't sound right. But it actually is right, because anything that isn't water that you put in your mouth is eating. Like if you drink a glass of milk before bed, you just ate, because your body, it goes to your stomach, and milk has to be digested. So it counts as like a food. Just because it's a liquid doesn't make it not sustenance, you know. So yeah, any snack you have, any chocolate bar, anytime you drink soda or something that isn't water, your body has to digest it, and so the average American consumes about 21 different times per day. I'm probably, at least half of that would be drinking something, I'm sure. But nonetheless, you're constantly having to digest. Your body's constantly, your digestive system never gets a break, even when you're asleep, because people often have a snack before bed. So even when you're sleeping, your digestive system is hard at work. So intermittent fasting is where you pick like 4, 6, maybe even 8 hours per day where you're allowed to eat, and then nothing outside of that. And that's pretty tame. So what I've been doing is I do one meal a day. So what that is just you eat lunch or dinner, and then that's it. And you don't eat any snacks, you don't drink anything other than water other than that. So you just have like an hour per day where you can eat. I tend to do like 2 or 3 hour window. I do like 11 o'clock in the morning until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I kind of have sometimes I'll just eat lunch, a big lunch, and sometimes I'll have like breakfast at 11 and then lunch at like 1. But nonetheless, it gives me a huge window where I'm not. And here's the thing: how does it's really doable. Like I've been doing it for weeks now, and I don't miss breakfast. I don't miss dinner. The way it affects me is, yeah, this is kind of a boring topic. But let's just get it over with so I can finish the topic. The way it affects me is I feel hungry in the morning. Every day I wake up kind of hungry, and then I gotta go a few hours until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock without eating. And it's doable though. It's like I'm a little grumpy, a little hungry in the morning, but it's a healthy hunger, and it makes you appreciate your lunch so much more. Here's the thing: if you're watching this video, when was the last time you were honestly hungry, like your stomach was empty and you were like wishing you could eat food? I would say for most people it would have been like a long time ago. Because if you're eating 3 meals a day and having a snack before you go to bed, or snacking while you watch Netflix or whatever, you're probably never hungry. You're probably eating each meal with zero hunger and just eating because, oh, it's time to eat, so I'm going to eat. And it's sad because you really can't enjoy food like that. Like a lot of times when I know that I'm, like back when I wasn't dieting, back when I was eating like 10 times a day, I would often, if I knew I was going to a nice restaurant or something, I would skip the meal before, because I'd want to be hungry, so when I went to the nice restaurant, I would appreciate the food more. And see, that's the kind of thing I have every day. Every day when I go get lunch, it's like exciting and fun, because, and I pick foods that I enjoy, because every day I get to really appreciate them, because I'm hungry by the time lunch comes around. And then here's the weird thing: I'm never hungry for dinner. Like dinner, I skip. It's no problem at all. I eat a big lunch, and then when dinner, it helps that I work evenings, so I'm generally at work around dinner time anyways. So I don't, I'm busy. If you keep yourself busy at dinner time, I'm guessing you wouldn't even notice that you didn't eat dinner or that you weren't eating dinner. Yeah, and I've lost about 5 pounds in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it's a slow, like when I'm fasting, like not eating anything, I lose 2 pounds per day. But this is more maintainable, and I could honestly see myself doing this for years, because yeah, like I said, I'm a little grumpy in the mornings, but I'm fine in the afternoon, I'm fine in the evening, so it's doable. And that's not my best topic ever, but I really think, like, if you were in quarantine, recently and you didn't do a fast, like you didn't use that time stuck at home to save money and get healthy by doing a fast, then I've honestly lost some respect for you. Like, it does, and it's not about losing weight. Like, even if you're slim, even if you're in good shape, a fast is like, I don't know, I'm not going to list all the benefits, but you can Google them. Just Google benefits of a water fast. The list is immense, not the least of which being if it cures cancer, quite literally. Like, if you have some small tumors in your body that you're not aware of, that aren't bothering you, that aren't causing health issues, then something like a fast could just clear that up. Once it gets to the point where the cancer is so big that you're noticing it, and then you go to the doctors, then yeah, it's too late to do something healthy to get rid of it. But even then, they say fasting helps immensely with cancer treatment. People who are on cancer treatment, if they do fast while on it, they recover quicker, they get less side effects, less nausea, etc., so forth. But that's a different topic. Anyways, yeah, so weather here is gorgeous, sunny, beautiful. We've got clean air recently, which isn't always a given. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope this video helped somebody. That's why I made it.
Your attention, please.
Hey everyone, this is M13.
Yeah.
M13.